Good evening, people. We are back for another episode of Big Six Bands. Obviously, we are about 10 seconds into the video and there's already 50 plus people in the house. So you already know what to do, man. Smash the like button. Of course, fresh new transfer news. It's been a bit quiet over the last week or so for most of our teams. Things are starting to move now. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks away from the season started. You know what I'm saying? Man City play Burnley in literally 2 weeks' time. So, we're edging closer day by day. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, preseason, we're well into preseason now. A lot of things are going on. Signings kind of they need to kind of start happening now because when your players too late, they're missing out on the preseason. They got to adapt during the season, and certain players it affects more than others. But we're going to get into that. Obviously, I'm joined today by Cause, Roms, and obviously Casey. Hopefully, kids will be here in a little bit. Man, what am I telling me?
I'm good, man. Great game. Obviously, I didn't get to say my little piece on you, man's 4-4, whatever
great
that
game.
Was.
Exciting
game
feeling.
Against Firth. So
we love to entertain, man. We love to entertain.
That's it. I know.
Rock and roll. You know what he said? Rock and roll, football, heavy metal. No, we did.
That's how I felt during the City game. You know when they won? Who did they won? 5-3. 5-3. Rock and roll
against that Japanese team, innit?
Yeah, the Japanese side. They were decent, though.
The manager's apparently being looked at by the likes of Rangers and Celtic and them and there. Whereas apparently he's a decent manager still. He's a decent manager. But I don't know. Like, just to quickly touch on that. Like, what was you, man's thought on that game? Because I didn't get to see you two's opinion. That's crazy, though.
Again, a little bit too rock and roll for me. Like, again, I feel like first half...
too much heavy metal.
Yeah, but again, they scored their 3 goals in 10 minutes, and first half, we didn't really see anything from them. Second half, that young centre-back was playing alongside Matip, and it was just every time they was going forwards, the midfield, I can't see that centre-back pairing again in it. That centre-back pairing was not it.
Just context. I know the rivals are going to do the trolling thing and they don't care about context, but our starting back 4 first half didn't concede. You know what I mean? When you switch it up a bit.
But when no. Tread carefully, Rob. Tread carefully. Because when you not switched it up, I said this, man, them were not hearing it. They weren't hearing it. They weren't hearing it, bro. I had Hines in goal. In goal, but the man
you had the Ute in goal. Yeah, you had the Ute in goal. So we said we'll allow the Ute, but when you swapped your team on in that German game, you brought on man, G. You brought on man.
My defense, Montel. My defense was stinky, bro. I took off the likes of the Gabriel.
You only conceded 1 goal.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
I was on you for bringing on Havertz, but man were playing G and they couldn't score. And
they missed Cities that game. They missed open goals in Cities. It was poor. Attackingly, it was poor, innit? Yeah.
I'm just saying that, like, if we're talking obviously the 4-4 game, like, I have to gun the defense as much as I'm gonna praise the attack. Like, if I'm gonna downplay the attack, then I can downplay the defense, innit? Like, but realistically, I was very impressed with what I saw going forward, but I was also equally very worried from what I saw going back from the likes of I'm looking at Matip now and I'm thinking, Matip, you really hit an age gap kind of thing.
Bro, it hurts.
He's like 7 years.
That go-go juice in that quad challenging season, that go-go juice got ran all the way out.
Realistically,
I don't know about conceding.
Matip, Tsimikas, and what's his name? Gomez. They should all be gone this summer. We know we can't.
They won't. And you will never be able to replace that. You're gonna replace.
I know that's what I'm saying. But in terms of quality, right there, done. Like, if we did things back,
I think Gomez is done as a centre back. I think he can play right back though, because I actually watched.
I agree.
Months. I was agreeing with you, but I just think, just in general now, bro. I was with you. You know when people say, "So who's the right back cover?" And you're like, "No, Gomez could do a shift that." I think even now,
I disagree.
But the thing is, Montel. The thing is, Montel. Yeah, Gomez as a right back's fine, but he will probably have to play centre.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's the time he will get. He won't get the right back. Yeah, he won't get the right back time. He might start right back, but you have to.
But his thing is his already a bit parting for Liverpool. Gomez has been for the last year and a half or so since he's so. But yeah, listen.
You know what it is for me.
Go on.
Sorry, for me, Monta, I'd play Gomez right back and then like put Trent in the middle. Like I think
That's what we were doing towards the back end of the season. But
I'm with it.
I'll be
I'm with it.
Of course, but you could, like I said, you can do the laughter thing though, G. But like that's not something you want to buck personally. If I play.
Oh, is it? I don't know about conceding right now. I don't know about conceding.
Word. Arsenal and City could maybe laugh. You're still not in a position to be laughing at that. You're not there yet.
I'm not there. He's definitely not there. What do you think after a little pre-season win? He's there.
I just went against the dynamic Arsenal. The
dynamic Arsenal, bro. We was experimenting. Of course, and in pre-season. In pre-season, it's pre-season.
By the way, we will be coming back to the fact that you were telling man I didn't concede in pre-season. So if you now go and concede,
this is in his first game. In his first game, like, what does that even matter? What does
tread very carefully?
Once you get shipped like 8,
Corey, just tread very carefully.
You better not lose your first game.
But who's your first game? Who's your first game, Corey?
It's like Wolves. Wolves on Monday.
Wow.
Wolves on Monday.
Probably
eyes on you, though.
You definitely get a draw, slip up, not ready, and get a draw.
Yeah, you're right, King.
Don't draw at home.
Don't even draw. Don't even draw to Wolves. You know it needs to be straight.
You're right. Telling me what to do now. You're right.
Listen, people. Let's get started though. Let's run the intro, man. Obviously, we currently have 130 people in the house right now. The video is only been for 6 minutes. So you know, keep smashing the like button ASAP, people. Smash the like button. What are we looking for? Chat, let me know, man, and let me know what we're looking for the like total for today in video. What we say?
144.
The Lavia bid was 37.
Yeah, I was going to say Lavia bid. I was going to say 1.
No, 144. 144.
You're cheeky.
You know what? I hear the 144. Let's add the 37 to it. Let's add the 37 to it. What's that? 181? Is that 181? Yeah. So yeah, let's say people, the like total today is 181 likes. So whether you're watching this back or whether you're watching this live right now, I need you guys to smash the like button and let's try and get to 181 likes. Obviously, thank you again for getting us to 5,200 subscribers. Now let's get on that race to 5,300 subscribers. Again, we're nearly a quarter of the way there. So let's at least run up about 10 to 15 to 20 subscribers in the stream. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you smash the subscribe button right now. Already 150 people in the house. So I know 10 of you that can subscribe ASAP. Let's hit some of the chat as well before we start talking about Lavia's opening, Liverpool's opening bid for Lavia that has been rejected. Big up Philip as well. Big up Marcus.
Has been rejected.
Marcus says, I've noticed a strange beef between Liverpool and Arsenal recently. Seems you guys are beefing over finishing second place to City. It's a bit scary, not gonna lie. Big up Jay Simpson as well. He says running on black man timing. Big up Nathaniel as well. Says Marcus Liverpool fans from London won't admit it, but Arsenal is their most hated rival. No, still United still. But like in terms of who I hate the most, it's probably in London. Tottenham aren't good enough. Tottenham aren't good enough. Chelsea's rival arc was in like 2005.
Yes, kind of died.
That rival arc died out.
And once where we've been kind of doing better than them as well. It's just kind of
it's died out a little bit. Arsenal were just the kid that never stopped screaming, and now they're getting what they want. So now
the fact they've kind of taken our place temporarily. Keyword. That's
so you know, feel good up here, Nasa.
Loud me. And then obviously Skip to Malou says you lot can have Amrabat. We want Lavia. We'll get into that one as well. Marcus says if Liverpool get Lavia, Kears will likely to get grabbed. You said you had more poor now a few weeks ago. This is Arsenal era. Words from your mouth, G. Listen.
Lavia was dependent on Partey, so it's been made clear for months. Let's not try and make this a thing.
Reading the comments out. Leave him alone.
No, but I'm just saying because Montel's smiling, Montel's laughing. So, Corey, what does that mean? What am I meant to do now, Corey? Am I?
Listen, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
It's something surprising to hear. You can't just let it, bro. When it's your time to speak innit? You was just reading out the comments.
You bake.
Me?
We'll get to it.
Oi,
cheeky. We'll get to it. What? We'll get to it. What?
We'll get to it, please.
Big up Kings Mano. Big up Sophia's Football Talk. Go subscribe to her and all of our good work as well. Big up Slim Ake in the house. Paul, Kuna Patel, Honesty out here as well. Daniel in the house as well. The beautiful game. Listen, all the familiar faces, or even the new faces. Big up Nath as well. What happened to that Scottish shoe that Paul signed? Yeah, we don't really talk about him too
Which
much.
one?
Oh, that Ramsey.
Calvin Ramsey.
Yeah, you man got a new wing back. You said better. Who was it?
Oh,
no,
you got some other youngsters. You got some youngsters.
He is poor.
No,
Bradley?
What Conor Bradley?
Yeah.
I don't know if you rate him. I think I've seen enough. I've seen enough, bro.
Do you rate him?
No, I'm saying I don't know your thoughts and opinions on him, but I think he's washed.
Yeah, Corey, we said clash.
I don't think he's any like I don't really see any qualities there. Personally, that's why I've never.
No. I wasn't saying you rate him. I was asking you.
They're trying to joke.
What I've seen, do you know who I like? If anyone, just quickly, do you know the kid? Who's the kid in midfield with the tattoos? What's his name?
Clark.
Is it Clark?
Yeah, Clark.
I like
Clark. He's tidy.
He's all right though. Apart from that, Ben Doak and Clark are the only ones that can go. So no more.
That's Scallon you. That mixture sheet.
Yeah, he's all right.
It's right.
All right though.
Yeah, but then what?
You
We
saying-
ourselves. Can we see any of them breaking into us?
Ben Doak.
Ben Doak's the best out of all of them. Ben Doak's definitely the best out of all.
Who's Ben Doak? Who's that?
He's the right winger.
Yeah, the winger.
Yeah, he's Casey. You know what I'm talking about?
He's decent, yeah. Because I watched the highlights.
I
watched some of the game, but I watched the highlights as well.
It's just his end product's his end product. But apart from that, up till then,
you tell him watch Saka vids, he'll learn, bro. Literally, it's
or just learn under Salah.
That's
the best
cheap.
right winger there is in the world right now. So
No, but bro, he needs modern thing.
Listen, people. He likes to go after trophies. So yeah. 182 people in the house right now. We should nearly be on 100 likes. We're nearly on 100 likes. So make sure you smash that like button and let's get to 100 likes. We're 25 likes away. So let's make that happen. Liverpool bid for 37 million. Liverpool's opening bid of 37 million pounds, by the way, pounds towards Southampton has been officially rejected. So that is Liverpool's first official bid for Romeo Lavia. Now, generally, I think Liverpool have actually stepped up their interest as well. And it's looking like Liverpool are going to go in for him. Obviously, the Lavia news kind of went silent for quite a bit. Obviously, he was originally linked to Arsenal first. Then Liverpool kind of stepped in. Chelsea and Man United had light interest, as what Fabrizio Romano stated, very light interest, but nothing that they were going to go in for. Now that it looks like Partey is staying at Arsenal, it looks like Arsenal will not be going for a Lavia type player. It looks like they're more looking for the type of a Kudos. They want a Kudos type build of a player, and he plays a bit more further forward, more advanced. I don't know, man. 37 million. Obviously, they're saying we want 50 million. I mean, it's a very interesting proposal for me. I am going to say for Kears' sake, he's not here at the moment, but I will be grabbing Kears if we do get Lavia. And I don't care if Partey is staying or leaving. Partey,
what did he say now?
That whole Partey was staying at the club thing was like a week ago.
What did he say now? What did he say now, Maurice? What did he say now?
Oh no, just talking like Lavia was already his. Saying, yeah, Lavia, that would be a stellar window for me. And Lavia was on that list. Just numerous tweets, not even tweets, sorry, the stuff in the group chat about Lavia. Corey will know who he's talking about. Not so much Casey as much, but Keir's done the run his mouth thing. And he obviously also said, we're done and we have no pull. So, again, like what Marcus said, Keir's his words on stream and off stream. So, I will not again, if he ends up holding up a Liverpool shirt, Keir's, I'm gunning for you, big man. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's look at valuation. Chat, I want you guys to put up a value of what you believe Romeo Lavia is valued at right now, because everyone, I'd say, agrees that we don't really think he's worth 50 mil at this moment in time. But Chelsea have quoted Conor Gallagher at 40 mil at 50 mil.
50 mil. So Lavia's 50 mil, if Conor Gallagher's 50 mil. Safe.
So my point is, if West Ham are getting 40 million bids rejected for Conor Gallagher.
That's when I saw that, my mind was blown.
Yeah,
I couldn't quite believe what Chelsea said just then. They said no to 40 million for Gallagher. Take it in, bro.
This is what I'm saying. So I'm thinking. I'm thinking. For me, I'm looking at Lavia and I'm saying probably 40 mil is what I value him at right now. I think the add-ons could probably be
add-ons. 45
yeah, that's what even if the add-ons was 10 mil, even if the add-ons was 10 mil, I think that's still calm. I'm just saying that if Conor Gallagher, obviously, and I understand the Conor Gallagher thing because it's like away from Chelsea, he's had 2 successful loans in my opinion. The West Brom loan, people don't talk about that much, but that was actually a successful loan for Gallagher.
Yeah, he was cold. That's the season they beat them 5-2, innit? At the bridge. Yeah. And then he was cold.
And then his Crystal Palace loan, where he was very again very good at Crystal Palace when Gallagher was over there. It's only when he's gone back into the Chelsea system that he looks way out of place again. So on evidence, anything outside of Chelsea's system, Gallagher looks like he's actually worked well in. So I can understand why there is some value there. But 50 mil?
Yeah, 50 mil is stretch.
Like Chelsea, but I hear it though, because Chelsea are trying to play hardball because I know they want to slap that money straight onto the Caicedo stuff. So I understand why they want to play hardball, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? It's a little battle of the business right now.
And it's better for them because I don't think Gallagher's really in their plans. So it's not a player that is detrimental to what they're doing if he goes, or they're going to have to replace. They will have to replace, but it's not, a starter that they're going to lose. With Gallagher, they can just hold it out. Cool, you're dangling 40 million already. Cool, let's give it another 2 weeks. If you up it, you up it. Who knows? I might accept the 40. I might come back and accept it. We don't know. You know what I mean? You might come with a little improved bid. So it's for Chelsea. I get why they're doing it, but at the same time, 40 mil it's mad to turn down for Gallagher.
This is what I'm saying. So like with just going back to Lavia now, I just feel like Southampton are relegated and they're trying to play hardball. I'm just
they need their bread though. Because they're not guaranteed coming back up, G. They're not a top team.
I know. But I feel like now, with Lavia, again, I think he's a talent-wise, I think Lavia is quality in it. I think we all rate Lavia in it. Like, quality-wise, we've seen what he's done up a lot of our midfields. We've seen him play really well this season. I just feel like, do you guys think he isn't suited to Liverpool's system? Like, what's the opinions on his on his style of play as opposed to what Klopp wants? Like,
I think he's good for your system, and I also think at the same time, you guys are kind of starting to change your system as well. That's what I believe. I think it was clear that obviously Klopp was stubborn with the way he was playing a lot of the time last season until he had to make some changes to see success. So I do believe your team is changing. Remember, you're at the end of I'm going to call it a squad era, where, all these players that were playing for your team week in, week out, some not playing anymore, some are leaving. So I think Lavia...
Some have already gone.
Some have already gone. So, personally, I think Lavia is he'll work fine in your midfield. You've got new midfielders anyway in Szoboszlai and McAllister. Like, you don't even know now if they're even going to be the same as Henderson and Thiago or any other midfielder that you guys had prior.
And Thiago is still there as well.
No, Thiago's still there, but I'm just saying, like, your midfield is not even going to be running the same. It won't.
Yeah, and you could again. Trent could be in that 8-4, we know. Trent could be in that 8-4, we know.
You don't even know. So I think adding Lavia to that mix, maybe not playing him week in, week out, because I don't think he should be playing week in, week out, especially in that Liverpool side, because I think Southampton and Liverpool is literally left and right. It's just it's a totally different ball game. So maybe not starting, but get trying in that midfield. I think he'll work anyway. He's a good talent and he's young, so he'll adapt. He's not the finished product. Klopp can shape him into anyone, really and truly.
I think Lavia's ceiling is very high, by the way. Just very high. Go on, Rams.
The thing is, I hear some Liverpool fans saying maybe he can't go straight into that 6 as a sole pivot. The 6 for Liverpool, different pressure. I get all of that, but I think what a lot of people are forgetting, and I've said this on many streams, it's a Euro year. Players are going to have an incentive to do well. They're going to go to clubs. Players that are on the verge of leaving their current club, they're thinking, especially if they're international for their countries and their stars, they're going to be thinking, where am I going to go and guarantee be able to play? Because for me, Chelsea will get Caicedo and everything said and done. I think it will happen. He goes there, he doesn't start ahead of Enzo and Caicedo. Right? He goes Arsenal, he's not starting ahead of Declan Rice or Partey, depending which one you want to play in that role. He walks into our team, in my opinion. I know a lot of people saying he's young and he's not ready, whatnot. I've rated Lavia highly before he even went to Southampton. Saw him in a youth game. I know a lot of people say youth game and Premier League, a whole different level. But you know, sometimes you can just tell a baller. You only have to see them play once and that. You know what? He's going all the way to the top. I think he's going to come in and thrive under the pressure. Honestly, I think he's that good.
That's hope. For me, that's hope, Roms. That's just hope.
No, I believe it. I could be wrong in it. I could be wrong, but I think he'll come in and do well, bro. He's going to want a point to prove. He wants to prove he can make that step. And obviously, he wants that starting place in the Belgian side. That's
my thing is, with Lavia,
don't get too crazy. Just before you go, don't get too crazy. I understand the logic of keeping Fabinho and being an understudy. I hear that. But the revisionism is mad because all of our fan base were happy 2 weeks ago that we were selling Fabinho. Not all, but the majority. Yeah. Now the Muse in jeopardy. Oh, you know what? He might be able to do a thing. Nah, I still want Fabinho gone, bro.
Get him. Take him back. Take him back. I don't want him. Take him back.
I was going to say, I thought you want to take him back.
No.
Take him back. You know when he goes, take it back. Take it, bro.
So what I would say,
take him.
Yeah, take it, man.
That deal for Fabinho is a good deal, of course. Take it. But my thing, this is my problem with Lavia.
Man, I'm saying he failed his medical.
I've heard that.
Yeah,
but it's something about his dogs. Apparently,
someone said Fabinho failed his medical.
But the dogs is just a smokescreen.
I saw that still. Is that true? Or they show?
I don't know. If that's true, that's hilarious. If that's true, that's hilarious.
That wouldn't shock me though. For some reason, that would not shock me.
But
you can only do one medical, by the way, innit?
Look at this, Look at this. For Lavia, Lavia, with what Liverpool are wanting to do this season, let's be real. You're wanting to challenge basically back to what you was doing, challenging on all fronts, doing well in all competitions. Maybe not winning it, but you're playing less. You're aiming for 60 games this season, as a team.
Yeah.
For me, that means Lavia is going to need to play at least 50. Now, is Lavia ready? Bro, he's going to have to, bro. If Fabinho goes, he's the next DM.
This is why
after him. Wait. After him is Stefan by Cecic, who's just coming back of injury. Yeah, from a stress injury from playing too many games. So my thing is Lavia ready, a 19-year-old, to come in and challenge on all fronts for all competitions, week in and week out, for a Liverpool side that has high expectations this season. A lot of your fan base have high expectations. Maybe not everyone's screaming and hollering, but you're expecting to finish top 3 or wanting to finish top 3. You're going to want to win Europa and at least do well in FA Cup and Carabao. So your Liverpool fans have expectations this season. I think Amrabat was right for you. Obviously, it's not working right now. They rejected you and whatever, which I will grab you for, Montel. But for me, you need someone ready-made, experienced. Like Amrabat's 26, a good age. He's the type of player you need, combative in the midfield. Basically, a younger version of Fabinho. Not as good, but he's got the same qualities as Fabinho. Bro, Lavia is a great talent, and the key word's talent. I'm not entirely sure if he's going to take that step up right now, because you're going to need him to this season. And it's a risk, in my opinion, a big risk.
Casey,
a lot of money.
Casey, do you know the only way we find out? By playing him there. One thing I've clocked about young players, if you're good enough, you play. For me, obviously, everyone's got different opinions. And your logic, I hear it. But for me, Lavia, I think he'll go into that role and he'll thrive. I know you're going to get the cliche things. He's young, the step up's crazy, but you only know how good these players are if you play. And if you play them consistently, that's the only way. You can't develop young players if they're not playing, bro. So all of this coming as an understudy, I do get the logic, but I think he is good enough to go in there. What I will say, though, I don't want him coming in by himself, because if two go out, two have to come in. That is one thing I will say. But I think he's good enough. I hear the logic, but I do think he's good enough.
Yeah, I think, Casey, you're right.
Samuel's got a good point.
Amrabat would have probably suited us more. You already know my stance in it. I want Paulinho, I want an Amrabat, I want a Ugarte. Anyone who is a destroyer and who is like a good age of experience.
Stop saying Amrabat now. Stop that.
What?
Don't need that. Just say Paulinho from now on. Don't say Amrabat. Shouldn't even be.
We've been linked to bare midfield, bare DMSG. So
yeah, I know, but one didn't want you.
But where's it again? We'll get on to that, because again, bro, what source is that?
Look at it. We'll have a look at it, bro.
No, but what was the source?
I said I'll have a look at it.
What was the source? It was on, Football Live on Twitter with the blue logo. The same one that said Mbappe. Tottenham are interested in Mbappe.
Tottenham actually are interested in Mbappe.
Oh, you believe?
It don't mean nothing, but they generally are. That's not a lie, is it?
All right.
Like, it's one thing for Mbappe to act on it, but Tottenham are still interested in Mbappe.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that for 1 second. That's for me.
It may be funny to hear.
Straight clicks. Again, in terms of outright rejection, I don't know anything about that. Like, as I've seen the reports, or was it an Italian outlet? That Italian outlet. I forgot the name of it, but I'll find it in a second. But just speaking on Lavia, I feel like Rom's is probably right, where to get the best out of Lavia, he's gonna have to play as many games as he did at Southampton. So that means consistent game time. But is he good enough? If Liverpool want to get back to where they are, is he good enough to hold up that DM position with 8 who are also 22 and 24? You know,
this is my
it looks like to me, that's something. It looks like to me that if, let's say, Thiago was playing in the 8 and Trent was playing on the other side of the 8 and Lavia plays, it doesn't feel very physical. It feels like Liverpool aren't up for a physical battle for me. And there's a load of technique and a load of
sparring for me
passes, but I feel like in that was the outlet, by the way. It was in defensive transition. I feel like we can just get got at. I feel like there needs to be the destroyer. That's my preference. I prefer a destroyer. I think Lavia is someone I'd also want. I think he's brilliant. Lavia is also, his defensive qualities are underrated.
I'm just about to say that.
He made a lot of good tackles and recovering tackles. I just feel like he could probably be outpowered by the really nasty teams. You know what I'm saying?
Because Mont, let me ask you this. I still think, and this is why I feel one has to come in with Lavia.
Yeah.
But Lavia, McAllister, and Szoboszlai, that midfield three, that screams we'll just pause, but we'll get run through, bro. For me, going forward, excellent. But there's not enough. There's not enough defensive stability.
Not enough still. Not enough still in it. And I hear that. By the way, let's just get to the super chats. By the way, big up Sean P. Casey says news just in. Fabinho didn't pass his medical. Big up for the £2 super chat. I need to let me know the source for that, like the actual source.
Yeah.
I heard the whispers, but I don't know the source in it before I start going on that one. Big up Mel Jason as well with the $5 donation. He goes, City will buy him back for 40 M's next year and have a 20% sell on. So if they sold him 50 M's, they make 40 M's. Why lose money and play a 1 year early? But I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's 40%. I'm pretty sure it's a 20% sell on, but I'm not too sure how it works with City. I know City do get a slice of that. At the moment, it's looking like they get 8 mil. It's looking like they're getting 8 mil out of Lavia, which is, again, it's a sell on. Yeah, it's like a little slice, isn't it? It's a little slice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they eat from it. I forgot that.
Yeah. But listen, people, big up the gals, big up the Gal Talks TV, big up the raid as well. Obviously, we just had about 230 people in here. Now there's 300 people in the house now. So we are currently sitting on 108 likes. So what we're going to do is right now, we need to smash that like button. We can't have 302 people in here and 108 likes. That's, you know what I'm saying? Need that
No
G8.
way.
You need to get that GA up. So smash that like button, people, and make sure you subscribe if you're new as well. We want to at least, I can't lie. You see, what was it? 181? What was the like total today? I'm just screaming 200 likes now. 200 likes, man. That's the like total for today. We're not even playing around. Obviously, kids, welcome to the stream. Obviously, welcome to the stream. We're just speaking about Lavia, and hopefully it doesn't end up in a Liverpool shirt, or I will be grabbing you for your.
Hey, kids, that's what I'm saying, kids. I would have warned you, my guy. I would have warned you that these men were gonna try this.
Casey, we didn't grab you because you weren't doing the Lavia thing like that. So please now do not come to the rest.
I'm just gotta let he's an Arsenal fan. I've got to let him know, G.
No. We spoke to you about this after you said you didn't want to be seen as
stay quiet, bro. Stay quiet.
Corey, why are you talking? Why are you defending? Let me know, Montel, because you're not saying that it's a Corey. Corey's like he's got your back, like a dog. Man's like the dog. Just behind him, just backing it like, now we fam.
But quick question though. Once did I not say to you that you could only grab me for likes if you was to sell party? If you kept party, I can't really
before that, K, when you was heavily linked to Lavia, because remember you was heavily linked, tier 1 linked before me. Before my name
in the same section as well. Keith tried to put United in the same section. That's what killed me.
Liverpool weren't even nothing to do with that.
Wait, Kears and Casey, is it guaranteed Partey stays? I know Arteta come out and said that, but I still think there's
bro, unless a mega bid comes when I say the mega bid has to come in, like the mega bid.
I'm talking
I think it's at that point now. I think it's at that point now. It's Saudi or nothing. It's Saudi or nothing. I need that type of money or nothing.
I'm hearing Partey's back to like third, second best deal.
No, see now you're waxing. No one said that. No one said that. You're making things up. Once again, we need to make a line for when Corey makes things up, fam.
I can't lie though, Casey. What I would say for these men as well, like if we sell Partey and then we don't replace him, I can't forgive that. I'll be right. I can't.
You know, if you sell Partey and you don't replace him, for me, you're finishing no higher than third. I mean it.
I agree. I'm not gonna lie. I agree still. Maybe third. I'll say third. I'll be real.
Just to move on. Oh yeah, kids. What's your thing on the your stance on the Lavia deal? Obviously, we're about to move on, but what's your stance on the Lavia deal? Obviously, 37 million opening bid from Liverpool. They're saying 50 M's. They're saying 50 M. Yeah. I'd value him. I'd value him at about 40. If Conor Gallagher's being valued at 50.
Oh yeah, if Conor Gallagher's valued at 50. Right, I'm even screaming higher. If it's that, that's the way it is, isn't it? So, but Lavia, I'd say 37 mil is a bit cheeky in my opinion because of his potential. Let's be real, his potential is world class. The way he's looking at like, as of now in the Prem, and he's 19. That's 37 mil is a bit too low. I think 50 mil is a fair offer. At
this point in the window, I'm saying, listen, if this was 3 weeks ago, I'd say we can do the long you bid, I bid, or I bid, you reject it, I bid again, you reject it. All right, now we'll accept it. Now, when there's 2 weeks to the season, just pay them. I'm gonna just pay them.
Just pay 50 mil. It's an extra 13 mil. Just pay that.
It's not few.
You need him there before the start of the season. Really.
To gel in that. So
he needs a pre-season,
especially a 19-year-old.
100%. So just pay it, bro. And that's a fair deal. It's a fair deal.
No, I agree. I agree. Just moving on. Amrabat, obviously the on Capo TV said the outlet. Gazzetta dello Sport came out with that today that Amrabat has rejected Liverpool and prefers a move to Manchester United. Now I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? Can I interject here? You know what? Have that one, Corey, because Mane Fabinho, Thiago, Nunes.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah,
He's hurt. Rums is hurt. Yeah. You Rums is hurt.
That's why
We'll tell one on that stance.
This is nice.
Yeah, Rums, I'll be real.
I can't lie, I'm giving slow.
I'll let you know, Rums, I have to let Corey speak on it first. I feel like I know I know that one's hit a little curve there. So
this is nice.
We'll get to that.
Oh, Gakpo as well.
Gakpo as well. I know.
We got NSC for the double.
Let's let Corey speak on it. Obviously, before. Let's let Corey speak on it first.
I can't like hurt me. When I saw it today, it hurt me. I'm not gonna
Man started bringing up Fabinho. That one hurts Corey. I know, but they're gonna bring it up for
Bro, Corey, I wanted Amrabat, but take the floor's yours, right?
Amrabat. What can I say? You know, the guy that bossed up Rice in the final. So just do a little grab there.
But he lost though.
I think a great
loser,
addition. A great addition to the United team if he comes. Obviously, it's not all said and done right now, but it's looking like it's going to be done, isn't it? So, a great addition. You know, I think somebody that's good defensively for us. You know, so maybe we might see a better mount. You know, could be. I pray to God we do. But, you know, I think...
How are you going to see a better mount?
What do you mean, bro? Oh, you didn't know. I think Casemiro can not only do the 6 role, but he can low-key do the 8 as well. I think Casemiro is good enough to do
this
that.
is what I need.
This is it.
Yeah, Monto. This is
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I said Casemiro at 8. I feel sick.
Trust me, Casemiro can do more than you guys think. I think he proved that to you guys last season, where you only saw him for his defensive.
I saw he scored goals as well.
Bro, last season he was scoring goals to me and he was setting up goals as well. He was.
Yeah, but that's
Corey, getting GA. Corey, James.
Yeah, that would make you a good 8.
James Ward-Prowse got GA. James Ward-Prowse got GA playing in the 6 at times. Like when it comes to playing in the 6, hold on. We're not taking an argument there. I'm saying that my point is, you can chip in with goals and assists from a deep line midfielding position. It doesn't mean you can then play and start the position as an 8. For me, Casemiro, his strengths lie for me solely in the DM. Yes, he can score goals. Yes, he can chip in, but that comes from fast transition and from set pieces. Actually, when you look at,
you know what? Do Cassie in the 8 in the Emirates? Bring it to them.
When you look at, he's such a good player, but I feel like if he does play in the 8, bro, the amount of running he's gonna have to do, he doesn't have that fit. He's not gonna run your mouth, bro. He does his running in bursts. He does it in bursts.
Monto, if you go and look at Casemiro. If you go look at Casemiro's stats, for the last season, because we're gonna take off how we played for Manchester United, cool. For Manchester United, I think off the top of my head, his best stats were his defensive duels, the amount of duels he has, the amount of duels he wins, and his progressive passes, and his progressive. No. It's interceptions in terms of that's what I meant. His interceptions, the amount of duels, and his progressive passes. Bro, his passing accuracy, Corey, was 78%. You want an 8. You want an 8 in Manchester United to have passing worse than Bruno's. We already get hot. We already get hot at Bruno's passing accuracy.
You man get hot. But bro, don't trust me. Trust me when I say this, if Amrabat and Casemiro both play together in that midfield, and you put, I don't know, Bruno there or Mason Mount up in the top on the top of that triangle, bro, it will work, bro. I'm telling you.
Can I ask a question?
Why would you not want to put Amrabat, the 26-year-old, the more him let Casemiro
even if you do that, that's not a problem.
Start together,
bro.
You think they can start together?
I think they can. I think they can.
I
think it's a bit.
Yeah, man. I think it's Oli vibes, bro.
No, it's
giving
not.
me transitional football.
It's not.
No, because Amrabat can't pass. Casemiro can't. When I say can't pass, I mean like of quality. I mean like consistent, like the elite passers, Montel. Because for the transition football, it's minimal mistakes, bro. For it to work, You need minimal mistakes. You can't afford
One
to
thing
keep
I will
losing
say,
the ball.
Corey,
One thing I will say,
having two
maybe
DMs and it's
you guys
pivot.
are not seeing it, but for me,
No, but
I
one-
think Casemiro. For me, I think Casemiro, is bro. This guy, his technical ability, him on the ball, it's amazing, bro. This guy is mad smart on the ball, and he sees a lot. And for me, I think he can go do that role. Maybe he may not do it as well as some of the eights of you guys got. Fair enough. But sometimes in the season, there's probably going to be injuries. It's probably
Corey,
injuries.
you know
Maybe
what
not probably going to get injured. And it's going to have to
I
be
think-
Casemiro, Amrabat, and Bruno.
I think
Put
that's
that
cool.
with-
You see that midfield three you just named, yeah? I think if you're going to like an Anfield or an Emirates or an Etihad or Stamford Bridge, I think that works. Just sit back, soak it up. I don't think we'll be able to get through that. But at home against a lesser team, if you start that, there's no need.
Run Mount. You could definitely just run Mount to CM instead of Amrabat.
Thank you.
Maybe Montel. It could be that, but you can just play them together, isn't it? In a double pivot. I don't mind that. But I'm just saying, Casemiro,
A double pivot at home.
Smart. No, not at home, bro. I'm talking about when I'm going to like Etihad or Anfield.
Yeah, when top six, it makes sense still.
If I'm going to Etihad or Anfield,
I do hear that. But let me ask you man a question. Yeah, this is to everybody, chat, panel, all you man. Yeah, do you man on it like? Where do you man stand on Amrabat? Do you man actually rate Amrabat highly? Because I'll be real, I know for a fact that some people in the chat and in the footballing community haven't watched Amrabat play like that, and they're just thinking of the name. Like,
Let me
actually rate Amrabat?
Let me answer this quickly because I was just about to big up Samuel. I was about to answer Samuel the same thing you just asked me, kids. That for us, the reason why I want him is because I just want him in as that soul destroyer. Don't do anything else. Don't be trying to make it out of the wood ball. We got McAllister and support that, and Trent sometimes when he comes in for that. Just literally come in the team, break up everything, and just give it to them. That's all. So I think it depends on your expectation of him. If you think he's going to come in and be this intricate guy, skip past man, and that's not his game. If you want him to just be a destroyer and get the ball and pop it off to like the Brunos and the Mounts that can maybe create something, then I think he's your guy, man.
Yeah,
like, I think I just told six.
That's exactly what I want. I want my attack to be sustained, bro. And just like a lot of people were saying, bald-headed like Fabinho, bro. Just nick the ball, stop them, and supply our attackers. That is exactly what I want.
Yeah, but with Casemiro, but this is why I said that. You know, when people say the whole rejected Liverpool and he fancies a move to Man United, I said when I look at Man United's team, does he even start in the destroyer position in that six above Casemiro?
Most likely not.
Really, he doesn't. But he would. Not saying he wouldn't get game time. Like they've just spent 60 million on the guy who they want to play in the 8. They have their other 8 in Bruno. Bruno is Manchester United right now.
He's captain, bro. He's captain.
They've just made him captain, so that ain't shifting. So if Amrabat's to come into the team, if you're talking about expanding your squad, depth, then I hear it. Because I feel like Casemiro this season might need a bit more rest than he got last season. I think he's going to need a bit more rest in the Champions League. But in terms of like someone like Amrabat, I just feel like if you're actually getting him for 25 M's, I feel like it is quite low risk, and I feel like it's definitely more positive than negatives. I just feel like where does his consistent play? Where does he consistently play? I don't think he
doesn't. He will start the DMs. He will start DM instead of Cassie. It will not be a double. It won't
I feel like he just comes in and does he just come in and replace Fred?
I think
essentially. Essentially.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that then it's like, well, then the signing's underwhelming for me.
Why does he want to? Why does he want to go to United over Liverpool to play that role? I don't get that.
The problem is
that must be money. That must be money.
It's money and champs.
Yeah, that must be money and champs.
I don't think he's personally. I don't think he's rejected Liverpool because again, we've been linked with Amrabat as much as we've been linked with Paulinho. So Man United's links were stronger with Amrabat than he was with Liverpool. I just think he suits Liverpool more. Like what Corey said, he's super hard in. Like we again, build like Fabinho, win the ball, pop it off. That's what you want him to do, innit? But with Casemiro is essentially better than Amrabat at everything apart from maybe mobility. Maybe he's more mobile. And can turn it more swiftly. You know what I'm saying?
Big up Marcus, but Marcus is saying you already play a double pivot. I swear Casemiro was playing a single pivot. I don't watch United as much as yourself, but I swear it was Ericsson just in front with Bruno.
If it's not Casemiro and Eriksen is not a double pivot, but obviously we
That's how I think.
didn't have Casemiro sometimes this season, so we have to play Fred and McTominay, and those two.
Yeah,
were double
yeah,
pivot.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
That's
we
what I
know
mean.
that.
When Casemiro starts, it's just him normally, innit?
yeah,
Like when
it's just
he's
him, yeah.
That's what I
meant.
mean.
Yeah.
Cassie
Yeah,
can
yeah.
leave alone.
Yeah,
Cassie can leave
by
alone.
the way, let me hit the super chat as well. By the way, quickly. Let me hit the super chat. Big up Costa Clips says Amrabat's quote: "I didn't leave Morocco to go to an even more poverty-stricken land like Liverpool." Obviously, I have to read it out because it's a super chat, but
That's
yeah,
cheeky.
cheeky. That is very cheeky.
What, he said that?
No,
No, he
obviously.
didn't say that.
Oh, he's just
Oh.
he's,
crazy.
Like, he's taking the piss. He's taking the piss.
That would
someone said it in the chat, but if you know, you know, Liverpool, United, and City players, they all live in, I think, that Cheshire area. They all live in that rich area anyway, so you won't actually even be in Liverpool.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? Arsenal
Of
boys,
course they're not gonna. Never mind.
Look,
Don't take that.
what Arsenal boys, what do you man think of the Amrabat deal? Obviously, it's not tier 1 yet. We might see that coming in the coming days. But what do you man make of it?
You go first, kids.
I know Kay. You seem like you're just not really convinced.
I'll be real, yeah. I'll be honest. Like, if you're gonna ask me, no, I'll be real, Corey. No, I'm gonna keep it real.
We asked Kay. We asked Kay.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Sorry.
If you're gonna ask me, how much is he? By the way, how much is he gonna be?
Between 23 to 25 million euros.
25 mil.
Oh, I can't. That's cheap. Still, that's very cheap. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. If you're asking me that, I actually think it's a good signing because for me, like I've watched Amrabat play a few games, and I know it's not a lot to make a judgment, but from what I have seen, like Rom said, he does look like a destroyer, and I mean for 23 mil euros, I mean why not? It's cover for Casemiro because like Corey said, there are going to be a lot of games like Champs, FA Cup, Carabao, Prem. That's a lot of games, so Casemiro can't play every single game, especially at his age. So Amrabat there to fill in for the gap. Why not? It's a decent signing. I'm gonna keep it real.
I think.
Do you think it shifts United's position from where you think they might be already?
I think it strengthens them because last year they never really had that. They had Fred and McTominay, and for me, Amrabat's better than both. So if anything, it strengthens them. If we're keeping it real.
This is what I'm saying. I think as a rotational piece, but I think Amrabat's good enough to start in certain situations for Man United. I just think for them to get the best out, I don't really know. I just think as a system, based on the system that United want to play, now that signing just confuses me because it's like, well, you was having the destroyer and the 2 8s kind of thing, you know, a little bit more further forward. Now it's looking like you're having 2 DMs and then 1 cam.
Well, I don't even know.
Amrabat's not starting.
That could be a tweak though.
I don't know how.
I see it as if you spent 20 mil on Amrabat, he's probably not going to play, and you said the 60 mil on Mount. Mount's probably going to be and it will still stay as it is, but just with Mount there and Bruno there, and Casemiro there. And that's why I say that's what I mean by underwhelming in terms of it's just squad rotation, but it's better squad rotation, so you can't. Really
No, it is though, Montoya. Like, obviously, I'm not bred in Man City or anything, but now I have to start looking at players that are starting players that are just sitting on my bench. I have to get to that, bro. You got to look at Mahrez, starting player, but sits on the bench sometimes. Foden, starting player, sits on the bench. Same thing. So now I need to start building my squad in that way. So my starters, like good starters, are sitting on my bench, so they have a guaranteed of impact in the team.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Not even just that, Corey. It will raise your level of your start. Because it raised the level of your starts. Because they're thinking, oh my days, that the golfing class ain't that mad. If I drop off even a bit, the man on the bench will just come straight. Yeah.
Kids, you hearing this?
I can't lie, Casey. I was thinking, Corey, I love how you didn't mention us when you said that about starting. We have that too. Bro,
Corey,
you got Timber, your target, Bacon the bench.
Why are you looking? Wait, hold on a second. Why are you?
Timber's starting quality, you know?
Hold on a second.
I was going to say that when you made that cheeky Lavia comment earlier, but I baked.
Arsenal You Arsenal fan. You
I'm a lion.
You got main character syndrome. Just because you didn't mention it, it's like, look at me.
No, I'm just.
You know what's mad, yeah?
I didn't get mentioned.
It's not even that. The fact, do you know what it is, yeah? It's when Corey said about, I need players in this position to strengthen my team, or that. This just sounds like when we were saying that we need, starters on the bench, and we're getting ridiculed. I'm having people. Wait. I'm having people, bro. For starters, when I'm telling people that Havertz is a bench, I'm getting
there's a slight echo.
He's not a bench.
He is though. He is. He is, in my opinion, bro. He's bought to be bench and come in certain times, certain games. But he might start some games, but he's not the number one. He's not he's not in stone on my starting 11.
Oh yeah, and like Capo just said, I've got Rice and Partey same position, both starters. So that's the way it is, bro.
I'll be real, okay. It was clear to me that Rice has to play with Partey.
Yeah, but okay, then I got Jorginho. So
okay, that's good depth. That's good depth, but that's not City depth.
Thank you, bro. That's all I wanted was just a little mention in it. So thank you.
What's City? What's City's depth in the DM? Man said it's not City's depth. Koi, what is City's depth in the DM? What is City's depth?
Our DM depth is better than City's. So
hold on, why?
100%.
I'm looking at
but your system is inferior to theirs, so it doesn't even matter.
Exactly.
It's the same system.
It's not the same. It's not the same system. Pep tweaks his system, and also John Stones is playing DM and looks and Boston's Champions League final. So if that system is better,
that's what we're gonna do with Timber, bro. We're doing that same thing with Timber. It's the same thing.
It's been tested, trialed, and perfected as per treble one kind of thing. That's
fair enough.
You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, they've gone and done it.
Fair enough.
It's given insecure. You just want it to be acknowledged, but they're the bench. City are the bench, right? Arsenal.
I know. Yeah, fair enough. Let me bait. No, fair enough. Let me bait.
Yeah. So just to finish off on the Amrabat thing, we're gonna move on to Fabinho, and we're gonna just touch on Hojlund. But let's touch on Fabinho quickly. Fabinho, reportedly, there is now like rumors that he could be staying at Liverpool. Take him back. That's nice on the Wiley thing. Take him back. You know what I'm saying? Like people like Corey think he should be staying another year. I think Rom's on the same page as me.
I can't lie. I'm on the same page as Corey. Like no bad.
I think he'll be good for Lavia. You can't get rid of all these players, man.
It's not even that, bro. Fabinho just had it was a bad season. You all know that.
Do you know what it is? Don't let the last 10 games of last season fool you.
Yeah. You know what's going to happen, kids? Not all of our fans, but what's going to happen is Fabinho's going to drop a stinker next season where he looks like he's running in treacle, everything's going past him. The Liverpool fans are going to go like, oh my God, we should have sold this guy. When really and truly, they're just doing this revisionism. Sorry, bro, the doorbell's going off. But they're doing this revisionism because the minute they've seen a report, there's a bit of jeopardy. They're trying to think of ways to shoehorn him in. You know what? Experience. You know, he can still. Nah, he's just done. Like, I get the logic of some of our fans, but he's done, bro. I'm telling you, this guy's finished.
How do you know? Off one season, you just think he's just done, just off one bad season.
The thing is, I wouldn't even.
But he went for the quadruple the season before.
A lie, like,
and he was the best.
For me, that's where he peaked. I think because I was one that was saying, you know what, he can get back to a certain level. But you know, the last few weeks, I've just been thinking to myself, he can get back to a respectable level, but it's still not going to be good enough for us, bro. It's just.
It'll be good enough for one season, though. For you to go and fix it with big money next season.
Do you know what a big indicator was for me? Yeah, there's a game we played Brighton at their ground twice, once in the FA Cup and once in the league. I can't remember which one it was, but he's come on and got a yellow within seconds, and I just thought,
that's the done.
That's a McTominating.
Yeah, but I'm not
right now. It's not even his brain. It's the mobility. It's his brain, bro. Right now, I feel like it's his mobility. When it looks like if you're outside of his his diameter kind of thing,
your area, yeah.
Out of that radius, that radius. If you
got to think for aura, isn't it?
He's not he's not gonna grab you, bro. He's not gonna grab you. So
you know what though? You know what I would say, yeah. If you man want Fabinho gone, you man should want Van Dijk gone too. It's because it's the same thing.
No, whoa.
no,
It's the same thing.
Behave.
Let me tell me I'm wrong. It's the same thing.
No, it's not, bro.
Both had bad seasons, and both were getting called world class.
No, Fabinho was worse than Hojlund. Fabinho was just horrific.
You know what? Yeah,
Van Dijk was shit last season.
No.
I get
Van
your
Dijk
look.
was crap for his standards.
Yeah, literally. For his standards.
That's the real. For his
The
standards.
thing is, a bad Van Dijk is still better than 50% of the centre backs in this league, bro. It was by his.
Oh, wait, is it really? Is it really though? Let's be real.
Bro, a bad Van Dijk is still better than most centre backs in the league.
I've been looking at Van Dijk even in the the international games, the Nations League. I seen him play against
stinky.
I seen him play against Italy. It was Italy, and Kaiser didn't even need to bun him up. It was, I think, Roms, you must have seen this goal once. He literally was running at him. Literally, all it took was just one step to the side.
Step. No, I know the goal you're on about.
Van Dijk, and he was just jockeying him. Like that screams done to me. That screams done. Like that is done.
But you know what? I'll say this as well. Yeah, obviously, I understand what you're saying. As in, because one had a bad, you have to have the same energy for the other. But a whole part. Listen, VVD, he been admitting himself. Last season was poor, but a big reason as well why VVD was getting exposed is because of the man in front of him, which was.
Oh yeah, that's
there's
always something. There's always something. But before VVD, people were telling me VVD could have a teenager next to him and he was still clean. That's what I was hearing before. But now it's the people in front of him.
Your sixes are still a big part. They're supposed to protect you. But you don't protect nothing, bro. You just get run through.
Listen. At the end of the day, Virgil van Dijk's standards is sky high. So whenever he's crap, again, he's still able to maintain a certain level of defense. Corey can disagree all he wants if he wants to disagree. He's the one who says the DM is the most important position to begin with. So I'm not gonna really entertain that. With Van Dijk, I can at least say that we understand the weight that comes with his name. So even if Van Dijk doesn't make the mistake, where was Van Dijk? Even when there were plenty of games that Van Dijk was fine last season, and it was
where's VVD?
But where was Van Dijk? And we have to, again, we can't do the small club thing. That's the weight that man carries. Yeah. When he's good, the whole back line's good. When he's crap, the whole back line's crap. So but a key part of that is Fabinho. Yeah, if Fabinho's good, Van Dijk's even
more
better.
time. Yeah, 9 times out.
Yeah, and it's like a knock-on effect. So obviously, that's just the way it is. Virgil van Dijk needs to. It's not for me. It's not even his ability. It's the blasé. Like the Chiesa goal is actually a perfect example. Man just thinks you can just do this one. You can just
the aura thing. It's not that anymore.
The aura thing is done. His aura is finished.
And that doesn't mean he's finished, because that means his finish is like more the injuries. You can't run no more. And It's the fact that he thinks he can defend the same way in a different system. The Netherlands system is not Liverpool's system. So why do you think you can defend the same way you do for Liverpool? That's an up here thing. That's not an ability thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So
don't worry.
Even though Konate loves to put his head through a brick wall and Van Dijk's scared to get his waves in a mess, for me, that's what needs to change with Van Dijk. He needs to go back to being willing to get the waves and the ponytail dirty and that. You know what I'm saying? He's got to go back to going like this. Going like this. I'm going to say no more. No one's getting.
And at the end of the game, once when you had cameras and they're getting a bit fluffy and that. At the end of the game, we need to see the waves kind of a bit.
A bit fluffy, fam. With the heat, fam. Man's been working that. Yeah, no. Like, VVD comes off fresh. Kit,
you know what? Next day, Samuel hit the nail on the head. That we're so used to VVD being quite elegant and relaxed and that. We know Man City asked him to do something a bit different this season. Get stuck in a bit more, bro. Care a bit more.
He can relax when Fabinho's there and he's good. Yeah, you can do the relaxed thing. You can do that. You can do that. But when Fabinho's stinking it up, you can't do that.
Because I've seen him back up, and someone just cut and shoot, and Van Dijk just standing there pointing fingers and up in arms like. That's what I'm.
Yeah.
That's what I saw last
Bro,
season.
I think it's like this. I never watched Van Dijk at what is it? He was at Southampton, isn't it? But if he was doing what he was doing at Liverpool for Southampton as well, then bro, that's just generally how he plays across the board, isn't it? So you got to think of it as sometimes Van Dijk might.
How old is Van Dijk?
Play if you might want to try play a certain way.
31.
Yeah,
Yeah, Montoya could be on the done side. Coming to the done, did it?
Don't do that. Don't do that, Casey. We know centre backs and keepers, they have longer careers.
Oh, yeah,
Then
of
again,
course
some
they
of
do.
the injury. He's had a
that's what I'm
Correct.
saying. Not with ACLs.
Correct.
Not with
Correct.
ACLs. That's a whole
Just
different.
cash
Yeah,
in,
no,
bro.
I just
Cash
need to
in,
still
cash in,
ACLs of it.
bro. Trust me.
So he
cash
could
in,
be
bro.
done, did he? He could become a Gomez. He could become a
But you
Gomez
know,
real quick.
You'll get 70 M's. You'll get 70 M's.
You know, if we see Pickford, yeah,
100,
we actually have to. Now, I blame Pickford. You see that guy?
Yeah, no, Pickford violated. Pickford violated.
Yeah, Pickford extra future because he could have, like I said, been a good defender for another 2 years.
Facts.
I don't know. Now it's in the balance.
That's by the way, people. Hacks said Manchester United set to put in a pitch for Mohamed El Neni. David,
You're chatting.
He's just taking a bit.
I was just about to go straight on.
I'm not gonna say
that bid will get accepted before I even see it. I haven't even got to open
love
it.
for that.
I'm just accepting.
I just should do it. Don't worry.
Free money.
No, in fact,
another super chat that I'm
go
not gonna read out because obviously it's a bit like again I'm not like it's you just can't really say that in the other super chat. But big up for your other super chat which I can't read out. I can't read out. That's all dead. Yeah. So and last one is obviously Hojlund. I don't really know what his price tag is even looking like. There's no real price tag. Like Hojlund.
I didn't even see the comment.
Hojlund. Does anyone know how much Hojlund's actually going for?
I've seen 60, I've seen 70, I've seen 80.
I don't know what's going on there. So,
bro,
that deal looks like it's getting a little bit closer.
From what I'm hearing, it's between 60 and like 90. I'll be real. In like
what?
60 and
90.
That's the norm for United, though. You know, overpaying for players.
You don't want
wait, hold on a second. Can I ask you guys a question? Why are you guys just sitting and looking at the 90 part rather than the 60 part?
No, 90 is mad.
I just said that's the norm.
You know what's funny?
I also mentioned 60.
You know what's funny? Corey, you remember you said you was getting another striker as well.
Oh, don't worry.
You said
I haven't forgot. I have not forgot about the way the man was telling me like he knows he's getting another striker on top of Hojlund. And that I'm wrong. So make sure, because if Hojlund's costing you 60, between, like you said, 60 to 90 M's, how much is a second striker cost?
I'm sorry, sorry, not even to mention that as well, you see Hojlund. I'm so glad we mentioned this. Bro, this guy, this youth has 9 goals in 32 games for Atalanta. That is, I'm sorry, but that is beyond shit. In Serie A, you're posting up them stats. Not even double-digit goals in first.
I wouldn't say it's shit.
That's shit. That's dead.
I wouldn't say it's shit, but I wouldn't say it's 50, 60, bust the bank, the next big thing.
Yeah, bro, Casey, that is shit.
Ring your mama, ring your daughter. Like, it's not that.
Bro, 9 goals in 32 games, bro. That is shit.
For any 20. For any league, so I'm thinking, I say it's like 20.
Regardless, bro, you got 32 appearances, so you must be good enough to have them appearances. So to get 9 goals.
How many were starts?
Corey, majority of them, no. Correct me if I'm wrong. Majority were starts.
Someone said it's 9 in 20 if you do minutes.
9 in what?
9 in 20 if you do minutes.
9 in 20 starts. That's me. That's mid. Let's be real, that's mid. Like in Serie A, that's very poor. Very.
How old is he again? 20, 21?
I think he's 20. I think 20.
What I would say is it's not pulling up tree stats, but I wouldn't say it's awful in it.
To be considered as 90 mil.
It may look bad.
Yeah, it's not a 90 mil thing. It's not that.
Things, but for me, Ten Hag, he's got magic, bro. Trust me, the brother's got magic. And
that's a trust me thing. When I said that about Havertz and Mikel, just hear that.
No.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
No, it's literally the same thing.
Do you trust him? Boy, do you trust what he says in that? Do you trust Ten Hag when he speaks and whatnot?
Oh no, I think it's total opposite. I think it's the opposite. So if he says, "Oh, I like Maguire, he's the first person scored," no, he's not.
You know, you're spot on because when he said eras come to an end, that he didn't actually mean that as to why they didn't. That you know. What I mean?
No. Sometimes no. And you also said, "I'm not a magician." You also said that.
Sorry.
You didn't know that. So he is. I'm funny how life works. But anyway, as I was saying, for me, I think he's got a plan for Hojlund, doesn't it? I think he will.
Wait, I bring up Ethan's comment. That one's killing me.
Oh,
Man
so
said I'm smelling a younger Weggy.
Bro,
that is killing me.
Because them stats, bro, that's record stats.
He looks a bit technically better though.
Bro, Rom's even saying that, bro. Weghorst is in Bundesliga posting 20 plus goals in Bundesliga. And Hojlund's not even doing that in Serie A. Like, with Hojlund as well, yeah, cool. 9 goals in 32 games Serie A. What's that in the Prem? I'm screaming what? 4 goals? 4 goals this season? For what? For 8 EMs? You're spending what? You're getting 3 goals for 80 million as a striker. Like, I don't, bro. Tell me if I'm bugging, Corey, but that's poor. It's very poor.
Brother, hold on a second. He will not be doing that. Like, you again have made your marks on Hojlund already. It's not a problem.
Oh wait, Corey.
Hojlund ain't a biggie. It ain't a biggie.
Hojlund has more big chances missed than goals last season.
Who?
Hojlund.
Wait,
he missed 11 big chances and scored 9 goals.
Do you know what?
I have a great attacking coach in Benny McCarthy that will make him something.
Corey,
this is killing me.
Corey, you know with United, I'm on T-Man every day and I just love getting at your club. You know what it is between our club. But if I take my unbiased hat off, I will say this. The only reason why I see this kind of working for Ten Hag, because if you look at your strikers in like the last 5-6 years, you've been buying OAPs towards the end of their careers, that the Galos, the Ronaldos, the Cavani, even go back to Falcao and that. But I feel like he's going for something different. All them ways have not been working. You've not won any of the big 2. So I think he wants to go for that more fluid, flexible 9. And he won't run in the channels, because let's say you looked at like a Colin Moani, yeah? He loves to run channels and probably will block out Anthony and like Rashford space, where Hojlund, from what I've seen of him, he just seems like that poacher, that box in the box. So you just leave him there and supply him. That's United prop done, by the way. That's the only bit.
That's exactly what I've always wanted for Man United. I've always wanted my striker. Like, this is why, for me, yeah, I'd say Zlatan especially, yeah.
I said Rasmus.
Listen, man, I'm gonna have to hit one of the super chats. I have to address something in the chat quickly. Obviously, Slick says that I'm hired off another account. I sent a super chat about Onani. Your mods have blocked me. Why, bro? It was the comment. It was probably the comment about the Manx. Obviously, like you gotta tone that down in it. Obviously, appreciate you for your super chats. I know you're a supporter of the channel. So mods, if you can unblock, if you can, please. I will unblock you myself. But you see the super chat about the Manx and that stuff like that. That we're not going to obviously condone that in it. Like, let's banter, insult, but keep a lid on certain things. So you're getting that from me firsthand. So yeah, mods, you know what to do. Drop him an unblock, but I would like to not see the whole Manx sort of thing. That's not what we're doing on this channel. Last thing. So I know we've discussed everything about Hojlund now. We're probably going to leave it there. We'll be back tomorrow for some more transfer news. Man, is there anything else you don't want to say before we end the video?
Actually, yeah. Right. First of all, this Hendo's, I think he's put it out or he's ready doing it. I just want to say, big up him. He's been a legend for us. That he's been here 10 plus years, all of that stuff. But this is what's going to hit. When I hear that, Mahaba, Anna, Jordan Henderson, Anna, El Hetifaki, you see that video? That video is gonna slap. But big up Jordan.
Nah, the turn on. Nah, I'm sorry, man. This Liverpool.
The turn on Hendo is killing me. And for me, the way these man last
it's not recent.
2 years ago it was a court thing, and now it's Thiago can go,
See,
Fabinho can go.
Case,
These
you're
men
being
can all
weird.
go.
These man have been on Henderson to leave since in that quad season, bro. That man have
Word.
yeah, Rom
This
has,
is
bro.
not like
Not
the
you,
Fabinho.
not
No,
you.
no. Some
Not
man
you.
have. Some man, not the entire fan base, bro.
Like,
It seems like
bro,
it seems like a large majority of the fan base want Henderson, Fabinho, Ox, Naby Keita, Thiago, all these
because
man
yeah,
gone.
but Casey, there's nothing.
Gone.
Casey, there's nothing wrong with that for one, because we remember these man have all got injury issues and they've overstayed their welcome, and we signed one midfielder in 8 windows. So what do you mean?
You know what,
Why is it crazy to fix
KT's question, yeah?
8 windows?
You know how Xhaka's left? Don't you want a bit of experience, Champions League winner, leader? Like,
We got that,
we
bro.
on a 1 year.
We got that. Partey
How about
bro.
this? I saw Lee Judges. Hold on, big up Lee Judges on AFTV. He said, yeah, it's a preseason game, but you know when I saw Bruno Fernandes and Lisandro Martinez kicking our players, if Granit Xhaka was there, that would have happened. None of that would have happened. He stops all that within one challenge. He stops all that.
One
So
shot
I just hope
bomb.
that
He stops all that within one challenge.
in one
Is that
season.
going to get us 3 points? Is that going to get us 3 points?
Montel.
Because he stopped the challenge.
I was like,
don't be hurt. Be afraid.
Yeah, but
Montel,
what does that mean?
No, but Montel, I did say
gave
we
you the
lost
blueprint,
some bite in it. We lost some bite in the midfield. I
Henderson
said that when Xhaka's left, we lost some bite.
Henderson literally
But at
barked.
the same
Henderson
time,
barked.
Nah.
no, Henderson's a leader. He's a proper leader still. I'll give it to you.
Henderson's a proper leader, but
Henderson's a proper leader, isn't it?
Bro, I'm all here with the experience thing. I was even saying this. I said you can't let Xhaka and Partey go. They're the guys who are going to stand up when everything gets a bit tough and get a bit violent. They're the guys who need to kind of step forward. So again, I keep the same energy. I always say I like my DM's experience, bro. That's why man call me. You know what I'm saying? I need experience. Know what you're doing.
No, but Henderson is not that quote. Because if Henderson, I don't agree with what Samuel's saying. Because if Henderson wasn't offered 700, if he wasn't offered 700k a week, he was not going to Saudi, or he probably would have stayed at Liverpool.
Bro, Henderson was linked to move to PSG two seasons ago.
Yeah, but PSG aren't buying Henderson now, bro.
No, but that's my point. 2 seasons ago, he was offered.
I'm talking about this season. He would have stayed again this transfer window. I think
his starting spot. They said.
Yeah, but he doesn't matter. You don't need to start. He didn't start last season.
Well, maybe again, we don't know the ins and outs. Maybe he would again. We don't know the ins and outs.
You just want to laugh at us. You just want to laugh.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's just that.
Casey never wants to be objective. When it comes to Liverpool, he never wants to be objective about it.
Bro, it's not about being objective. It's facts, bro. If he
He's
wasn't
been at the
offered
club for
700k,
12 years, bro.
so what, bro? He would, bro. He loves Liverpool, G, but he's offered 700k, and that's why. Bro, Steven Gerrard's calling for him, and he's getting offered 700 bags a week. There's no saying no to that, bro. So it's not like it was a tough thing. Oh, let me stay. Like,
that's what we're saying. So we're saying what's wrong with it? No one's on Henderson, bro. He's won everything he needs to win. He's won everything there is he needs to win. He's actually taken the captain armband from Steven Gerrard and won everything. And yeah, cool. He's got limitations as a footballer, but bro, like he's done what he's needed to do. For me,
legend.
Time to go.
100%.
He deserves that.
That's not even a question.
Like I said,
you know how many man? Do you know how many man can say I've won it all? Not a lot.
Yeah, but I just don't agree with the man that are on him. There's men that are on him. For i.e. Rom saying I'm gonna be gassed when that video comes out. Like,
Rom's been on him to be fair.
Thank you. And Casey, you wanted to ignore my praise for him. I did a nice little opening for him, club legend, respect for everything.
He hears what he wants to hear.
No, but you can't say Montel. I even think after all that praise, you can't then go on to say, but I'm gonna be gassed when that video comes out.
Yeah. Why are you men surprised, though? Why are you men surprised?
I want him gone. I want him gone, bro. It's as simple as that.
Why are you surprised?
Again, you can't call our manager sentimental, and then when we actually get rid of someone who's been there at a while, you'd be like, oh, how could you do that? Oh, up in arms.
No, I'm not up in arms about Klopp getting rid of him or the club. I'm up in arms about the Liverpool fans all of a sudden, oh, this guy, get him out my club, get him
It
out.
wasn't
Like,
all
that's
of a sudden.
what
A
you
lot
got
of
rid
fans-
of.
a lot-
Big
We're
fan.
saying a lot of fans have wanted Henderson gone since even when we were performing well.
You
For
know what,
example,
Mons? You know what, Mons? If he said this about Fabinho, yeah, I'd hear it. But Henderson, a vast majority of us had been wanted him gone.
But Roms, that's you though. Mons, for example, it was only 2 years ago you were screaming he was better than Partey. And now all of a sudden, you
Wait,
you
who
can't wait
was?
to see what's Saudi.
You mean
Yeah,
Xhaka?
Wait, who
Mattel said that about Henderson.
No,
You mean Xhaka?
don't lie.
You mean Xhaka?
Corey, actually, right now, he was calling.
Wait, Henderson was better than Partey.
Better than Xhaka. I said he was better than Xhaka 2 years
I
ago.
can't co-sign.
No, Mons, don't lie. Mons, do not lie. Corey,
It was
God,
Xhaka. It was
I
Xhaka.
agree. I agree with that, kids. But
thank you.
bro, the problem is, why are you doing 2 years? Like, why does it have to be?
Because
a
that's
2
not
year
a
gap?
long time. That's not a long
Henderson
time.
was good. Henderson was good like 2-3 years ago. He was in his prime form.
No, he wasn't. No, he was just when he won the champ.
Henderson's last good season for me was the season we got 2020. Even when we went for the quad,
That's
he
what
dropped in.
Corey's referring to. That's what Corey's
That's what I'm
referring to.
saying, bro. I'm saying
Oh,
that he was good then. He was good. He was
Bro, a
definitely better
quadruple, winning a quadruple don't make you good.
Casey, you see the announcement video? We're gonna watch it together. Yeah. By the time Saturday comes, it will be out, and we'll watch it together. Do you know what I mean?
You're not telling me. We're overstaying our welcome right now. Big up Hatch for the super chat. You guys respect Mons and the panel. Don't worry, as I said, you know, we keep things fair up in there. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure we're slapping the like button. We're on 175 likes. Bump that up to 200 likes, people. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the content. We're 2 subscribers away from 5,230. So let's get to 5,230. Make sure you subscribe if you're watching this back or if you're watching this now. And let's get to at least 250 to 275, even 300 likes on the watchbacks, people. And drop a comment on what you value Romeo Lavia at. Drop a comment on what you value Amrabat at. And what you even value Hojlund at as well. We want to see what you guys value these players at as well. So make sure to drop a comment and get interactive in the comment section. And make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram on our others. You're going to see more posts on those very soon. Anyway, people, big up everyone. Big up the members as well. Just going to get the members up as well. Big up Honestly as well, who's rejoined his membership. Big up Solo, who's rejoined as well. Ethan, D1, KLFC, Ed, Basin Red, Snake Eyes, Roms, NDT, Joe, and Aiden Andrews. It's been another episode of Big Six Bants. Make sure you see you're here with us tomorrow for our next show. It should be around 6-ish, 5-ish. So yeah, people, take care and we'll see you soon.
Liverpool make it top 4.